type in here. Let's see. Now, I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me check something out. Can anyone hear me in here? Yeah, I can see there's two guys. I see there's two in here. Let's see if I can switch over to the chat here. Nice. There we go. All right. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be talking about game theory and testnet stuff. So if you guys have anything you'd like to go over today in particular, I would love to do it. If you haven't seen my last video already, today is the day we're going to go over some testnet stuff, and any questions you guys have, we're going to go specifically over that. We can even talk game theory and anything else for future at mainnet when that actually launches. So guys, welcome to the stream. Brizology, Tintop, yo, yo, yo. What's up, Brizology? What's up, Tintop? What's up, Hexicans? Hey, thanks, Brizology. I appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate you coming here and hanging out with me. And it's going to be a great stream today. Tony's in the house. Tony, hey, y'all. Thanks for coming by, Tony. All right. So let me get my poop in a group here. And I see we have J-Man. I wonder if this is, I think I might have got my links mixed up here. So I'm not sure. We got Hex Deck in the house. Howdy from Montana. Howdy from Canada. All right, I've been sending your breakdown videos to new people. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm glad they're working that well, honestly. And I'll try to make them better and better as time goes on too. The thing is, you don't know what you don't know. So it's a problem of like making videos. You know, you keep watching. Oh, is it? I keep making videos and always thinking of the next thing that I'm missing. So it's difficult. But Tony, I'll try, man. I'll try. I'm watching 2 hex streams at once. Are you? Not a boy. Not a boy. Get it. All right. I'm just going to welcome everyone in here. We're going to wait for a few people to show up, and then we're going to get going. Still at work, hiding in the back doing papers. Nice. Nice. Getting that stealth education on. Flat Earth Underground, welcome to the stream. All right. We got 7 people in here. Guys, if you haven't liked the video already, please like the video on the way in. And I'm just checking to make sure here. I'm going to mute myself. Hopefully I don't. Let's see. We got 7 people. There we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. What did you guys think of the Richard Hart stream? Everyone check out the Richard Hart stream earlier? What did you guys think of that? Because this is a great question. What's up with that hate of that Richard interview earlier today? What did you guys think? I mean, I definitely thought that it was Richard out of the gate just putting on a sermon. I don't even think it was much of a debate. I think it was noob gets schooled by veteran. You know, it's just a cocky young guy, thinks he knows more. And yeah, it wasn't good. Didn't look good for them. And they put like a scamming thing in the chat saying like Richard Hart was a scammer or something like that in the actual chat itself. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Crypto Gammy, welcome to the stream. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Tony Bomboni says Scandinavian where I'm blonde girls at. I'm gonna leave that one there. Oh my god, that guy. Yeah, he was quite yeah, and I gotta pull up Hexicat's comment here too. It was 3 at once. It wasn't just one guy on like it wasn't a one-on-one. It was like actually I think it was technically the one guy didn't really step in. There was 4 of them there though at one point, and I think it was just so funny because no matter what Richard said, it was just like they were just like what was it? He's like had this constant thing that he was always saying. He was always saying like, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's like, what? Oh my god. There's so many times during that stream I just threw my phone up in the air and just like couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was just insane. Oh man. Yeah, I think their channel got added to Richard's. Oh, they definitely did. Oh man, poor guys. That sucks for them. Good for us though. Well, maybe not. Could have been better. I mean, it shouldn't have to come to that. Really, it's just ridiculous. Just immature, honestly. Just two big egos. Let's see here. Hey, Raphael, welcome, man, and hello from Canada. Thanks for checking out the stream. I think he's an Austrian economic maxi and honestly doesn't know anything about HEX, how the Nobel Prize winning economics behind it. Yeah, it's crazy to me. I don't know if you guys have seen the same thing as well, but anytime, except for maybe a couple, there's been the majority of interviews where people come on and they just like have this, it's almost like they're like, Richard's a scammer. I don't need to research him or his products. All I want to do is I want to bring him on and roast him. Ooh, it's going to be a good idea. And then bring him on, and then it's just like they get roasted, like absolutely torched. And it's hilarious. But it's also like, come on, guys. Like, this is a perfect, because most of these people, too, they get in this frame where they're just like stuck. You know, and they're just like the guys today where they're saying like, oh, it doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. Well, no, it's not quite like that. No, you're wrong. You're lying flat out. And it's like, these people need to open their minds a little bit and at least like hear out what Richard's saying and think like, and pause, you know, instead of just being like, no, you're wrong. Give it that moment of like, could he be right? How could he be right? And how could I be wrong? And battle both your thoughts together, you know? Like, that's how discourse should be happening. But who am I? I'm just some dude on the internet as well. So let's keep going here. The main long-haired dude was being told, yeah, man, he was just annoying. He was the moderator, but he was also the second or third debater. So I mean, it was an interesting interview for sure. I learned a lot. I mean, I hope you guys did too. I thought it was a very, very valuable stream. Just watching Richard in general and just like knowing that as much as we know about him already, to see him put in that position and to be able to handle the fire essentially like that, because that was me. I'd have been like, listen, just shut up for a second, you know. But I have so much respect for Richard. It's crazy. He's just so good at handling himself in those situations. But it's too bad for those guys. Honestly, they missed out. Yeah, they were super uninformed. They were just super uninformed from the show. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. Oh, we got a call for the mainnet. 10th of April, mainnet will launch at 12 UTC. D-delay. Welcome to the stream for one. For two, that's a hell of a statement. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my God, you're right. Let's see here. I mean, what do you guys think? Okay, this is actually an interesting thought. So what do you guys think about Richard Hart going live with someone like Beavers? Because okay, I don't want to give too much attention to him, but let's just paint the frame of who he is here. Someone who is clearly good at what he does and says he's invested in HEX and he likes the Richard Hart ecosystems, but he's also open to other things that are quite risky. What do you guys think about Richard going live with someone like that? Do you think it's beneficial, or do you think it's just like a complete waste of time, somewhere in the middle? Like, what do you think about the notion of that? My thoughts on that are, I mean, it depends on the point of the debate. If the debate is to go on to just be simple, who's right and who's wrong, like which way is better, I don't think, like, is B right in what he's doing, or is Richard right in what he's, or is one of them wrong? I think the way that the debate would have to go would be for Richard, and this is just my 2 cents, but I think if Richard went into a debate like that, where he was trying to make it so that B-Roots was switching his primary focus to HEX, PulseX, and the whole ecosystem, right? And using his ability to get into groups and different situations, which he has said he's done, but to focus more on that, I think that could be a valuable debate. But without something like that, I don't know. It seems just like it might be just entertainment. And Richard's got so much on his plate already. I don't really know what the point of that would be for him. It kind of seems like he's just dragging him down. So interesting thought, at least, though. Let's keep going here. Yeah, it is brilliant. It's just insane. Yeah, it was an awesome, awesome interview. Welcome, Academiciated. My drummer boy, my drummer friend. I got my guitar back there. Maybe at some point in the stream we'll pick it up, do a jam, online jam. All right, here. All right, I'm going to read a handful more comments here, and then we're going to start with the, we're going to talk about some stuff here. So because there's going to be a delay in the stream, if you guys want to drop down in the comments questions you have, we'll start with the game theory first here. So if you have comments or questions about the launch and how to play like PulseX or Pulse or Hex or situations or scenarios between them, drop those in the chat, and we'll pick through those one at a time, and we'll go over different scenarios and different possible outcomes for all of that. And for this one, isn't there over for 41 billion sacrificed? No, 41 billion. No, there was not quite that much. There was over 1 billion sacrificed for Pulsechain, and there was about 670 million sacrificed for, or sorry, 1 point something billion for PulseX and 670 million for Pulsechain, I believe. So not quite that high. What's up and welcome. It is now. Thanks for coming to the stream. I actually think you would end up finding a lot of common ground. I think you would too, you know. Most of these guys that are doing really well in this space, they're doing well for a reason because they're smart. Like, they're not stupid people. Like, even in the stream with Richard Hart earlier, they had a lot more common ground than they originally were willing to give credit for. And Richard had to bring it up and be like, guys, look, we've got this, and this all in common here. And they're like, yeah, well, that doesn't matter. And it's just like, oh my God. It was just ridiculous. So, I mean, they should have seen that coming. Let's see here. It's good because it gives us something. That's true. That's true. It does give us a lot to rally behind. Heinz Crypto in chat. Thanks for coming, my brother. All right, let's check. I think we got some stuff coming in here. So first one we're going to go over, and I'm going to share my screen in a second. Hold on. We're going to go. No, I want where is it here? Oh, I don't want this one. I think I clicked the wrong one. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Oh, yeah, we don't have background music going on or nothing. I'm sorry, guys. All right, hold on here. One sec. I didn't even realize that oh, you know what? You guys probably can't even.
Probably hearing me on my computer too. Oh my God, the audio is probably so much better now. Oh man, I'm so sorry. If you guys can hear me way better now, it's because it's because I'm still a rookie at this. I'm still a rookie apparently. Actually, one sec here. I'm going to take a moment to just go quickly, and I'm going to put my Twitter handle because Andy made a good point here. I'm just realizing. I just want to make sure that people can find me on Twitter for all these updates that I'll be posting and for future streams and all that good stuff. So give me just a moment, guys, and I will be. Let's see. I wonder if. Oh, weird. Okay, sorry guys. I am trying to. I'll have to do it. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna put my. I'll drop my Twitter handle in the chat here because I don't know how to. Apparently, I don't know how to edit this. Interesting. All right. Anyways, Kate, we're gonna move on. I'll do that after. Thanks for the comment there. Let's quickly go into some talks here. So let's go. Wait, hold on. Screen share. That's the wrong one. That's why I can't find it. We're gonna go that. Boom. Alrighty. Actually, hold on here. This is the wrong one. We're gonna go window, and we're gonna go Chrome tab. No, I gotta go entire screen. All right, cool. Share. Boom. All right, we're gonna go to because that's not working. We're gonna go Testnet. App. Get that all warmed up. All right. Okay. First question: will the ERC20 need to be added manually? For example, hex for PHEX. And if so, will the contact address be the same address for the certain token? That's a good question. It will. Okay, so this is obviously you're talking about the contract address. Will the ERC20 need to be added manually? For example, hex for PHEX. So just to clarify on your question here, if you are asking about adding it hex or p hex into your wallet, it should, if it doesn't come over right in the bridge. Let's go to the bridge for a second here. We're gonna go to Pulse Ramp. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong one. Pulse Ramp. So when we're in here, right? If I'm on Pulsechain network, I can go to this and I can click hex, and then because we're on Pulsechain, I could import this token, right? And so what this will do is then if I go over to the Rinkeby testnet, which was switched with this little guy here, and of course I gotta switch network, and then now it'll say p hex, right? Because it's the pulse wrapped hex, and I could just click import token from here, and I will have that automatically added. Well, it'll be like import and add token, boom. And then if I go to my wallet, that's just like, and then now it's in there with the PPLS and a little bit of Rinkeby ETH as well. Cool. So I hope that answered your question. As far as the same address, I think it will be. I think the Pulsechain will have a different address, but I don't want to speculate too much on that just because, I mean, I like to wait to see, and I haven't actually been asked that question before, so that's good. In fact, let me write that down just so for future I can just make sure. I expect it will be, because I'll expect that they're two different protocols, right? One's going to live on Pulsechain, one's going to live on the Hex. They can't be the same contract, because if they're the same contract, then it's like, this doesn't make sense. So they have to be two different contracts, I assume, or they have to just be two different ones. There's no way they're the same in my mind. I will update you though if I do find anything on that. So, okay. So I answered your question. Perfect. All right, let's go down one the list here. Pulsechain is going to shock all of, oh, buddy. They are not ready. They are not ready. It's going to be insane. The next 2 years, I think, is going to be unbelievable. Put your Twitter handle into this in the link in the description. Yes, I need to do that. Let me accept. I can't edit video. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to put this in real quick. Follow me on Twitter. All right. Again, if you're in the stream right now, thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And apparently I can't. Oh, that's for kids. Save. And cool. All right. Thank you guys. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button. I don't know how many likes we're at already. Let's see here. How are we doing? I don't know. I can't see it. Let's go to the studio. No, that's not it. Let's just take a look here. What are we at for likes, guys? 43 watching. We got 22 likes. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. All right. So I actually got into crypto for the first. I had known about crypto for a few years. Obviously everyone knew about crypto since like obviously 2017 when Bitcoin went bananas. Okay, you guys want a funny story? Actually, I could have been a Bitcoin bajillionaire. Okay, so check this out. In a former life, I was a freestyle ski coach, and we were at this potluck with the families and the kids who I was coaching. And one of the moms, she had come up to us, and she was like, we were just sitting there, or we were all just sitting around at this potluck after eating or something. We were just chatting away, and she came up to us and just started talking about this thing called Bitcoin. She's like, Bitcoin's going to be the thing of the future. Like, it's going to go bananas. It's going to take over the world. And this is like, oh man, this must have been like 2010 or 2011. And I was like, all of us looked at her like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, here she goes. Oh no, we don't know what you're talking about, but I don't want anything to do with it. And then fast forward 2017, and I hear about the $19,000 Bitcoin. I'm like, no. Oh man, I ate poop on that one. That's for sure. Oh, who you calling rookie? All good, bro. Hey, What is up, my brother? Crypto Outlaw, welcome. I was watching this video and they said something along the lines of 18 billion sacrificed. Interesting. Well, what they might have accounted for was the Pulsechain sacrifice wallet moved its funds into the PulseX sacrifice wallet. So they maybe used that number in total, because I think that was about, I don't even want to say, it was about 14 billion. I think it was. No, it couldn't have been. That doesn't make sense. Okay, now I'm confused. I don't, because there's not 18 billion sacrificed. It might, or maybe it was. I gotta go look that up because that's confusing me. I don't think there was. Sasha and Hex price prediction. I bought around 3 months ago and I am down bad, brother. Me too. Okay, I bought the top and then what I thought was the bottom, and then the second bottom, the third bottom, and the fourth bottom, and I just like it kept going lower. So I'm in it like you, man. Man, you know what? I think that with all the sentiment around Pulsechain kind of coming out, I mean, I'm even seeing, I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing on Twitter a lot of changes in tweet sentiment. Like I'm seeing, what's it called? You know, I'm just going to switch my my window to the PulseX Chrome tab here, so we can mess around here. Oh, cool. I think that when it comes to Hex's price, I think there's, like I was saying on Twitter, I've seen some sentiment change, honestly. And I mean, a lot of the fighting and the drama that's been going on in the space has seemed like it's kind of subsiding, which is like, I don't know, maybe like the bottom trending up kind of situation. But I think that we're really going to need to see Pulsechain come out in order for us to really see a big pump. But hey, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know at all. It's going to be really challenging. Or it's just challenging to predict, because realistically anything could happen, and all of a sudden maybe someone big online says, you know what, I decided I like Hex, and now all of a sudden everyone's finding out about it from their Twitter, and then they're coming and buying, and then they find out about Pulsechain, right? So I mean, who knows, man? I think that it will happen when Pulsechain comes out, most likely, but it could happen sooner than that. I do think we've hit the bottom, but we'll see. Richard sent a bunch of Hex to the sacrifices. Right. Yeah, that's true. He did. And it was just because the multiplier, the way it worked, it counted. How did it count? Oh, I have to go look this up again. That's exactly what it was. Let's see here. Sensei Dozy, nice stream so far. Hey, thank you for coming and checking it out. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't liked the stream already, please like. And if you want to see more streams like this, as well as if you've been watching the videos that I've been posting and enjoying them, I would absolutely love if you subscribe. That would be amazing. We're over like almost 2,200 subs now, and let's keep it going. This is insane. Let's keep it going. What's happening? Looks like I'm here early. We are kind of just cruising here. I'm waiting on you guys a little bit because I want to find out what you want to know in the meantime, because we're starting out this chat with game theory. So what I would actually like to start with is, you know, talking about what you guys think is the best hypothetical situation for pre-launch. Let's talk about pre-launch, and then what happens. Actually, no, so here's what I'm going to ask you. You drop in the comments here what you think is the best way to set up your, because obviously right now we can only really buy Hex. So staked or unstaked Hex, what are your thoughts? And then when it comes to the launch, what are either you most interested in trying to get, or what do you think is the best play to go to try and get either the most P-Hex, either get the most PLSX or PLS, or you think just holding is the best way to do it? And while you're doing that, I'm going to kind of go over what I think here real quick. I see a lot of comments adding up. I don't want to get too far behind. But so if you've seen my P-Hex and E-Hex video, you know, I've been listening to a lot of the Twitter spaces and listening to guys talk about the potential there. And my thoughts on Hex and Pulse Hex are, they both, if ETH 2.0 performs really well, and whenever it comes out, and the sharding is clean and doesn't introduce any weird bugs over time, and doesn't make anything in the network go south, then I do think that staking now is a good option because, and this is option one, I would say. Staking now would be a good option because you are making sure that by the time Pulsechain comes out, you have already earned some yield, and that yield gets copied over, right? So it's not just your principal that you're getting copied, you're getting principal and yield copied over. So that's scenario one. Scenario two, like I laid out, is that what if ETH 2.0 or the sharding or something doesn't work out so well and people want to migrate over from Hex on Ethereum to Hex on Pulsechain? Well, then Ethereum could have much better percentage or Hex daily payout, right? So you may be able to offset, because in that case, Pulsechain Hex is probably going to be a higher priced asset at that point if this is going on. And if that is going on, Ethereum Hex is going to be probably a little lower in price. The stakers will probably be a little bit lower, but you get more payout, so you'll be able to offset in a way what you're not getting out of your PHEX or out of the price, right? Versus on PHEX, you get probably more price performance in that and a little bit less daily payout. So you could maybe even them out. You'd have to stake for a lot longer on Ethereum, and you have to stake for, well, you could stake longer or shorter on Pulsechain. It doesn't really matter at that point. But I think it's really hard to say, honestly. The sharding, the more I'm looking into the sharding, I don't want to speak too much on the sharding of Ethereum, but I'm wondering how it's going to go. I'm wondering. I'm not so sold yet. So we'll see. Let's see here. Brazology, the number of people that sacked was like $1 billion for Pulsechain, 600 million for Pulsechain. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I see we're up to about 48 viewers here, guys. If you haven't liked the stream already, what are we at for likes? We're at 35. We got 45 watching. Let's get ourselves up. Let's go up to 45 likes here, guys. That'd be awesome. Here's a question here. We'll just add this one here. I just want to know if all my EHEX can be staked on Pulse. Your EHEX will be able to be bridged over and then swapped for Pulse or for Hex on Pulsechain and then staked. But this is a good question because, so let's go from the very beginning on this, because this is an important topic to consider for launch. I think a lot of people, maybe a decent amount, let's go with like a decent amount of people, I think, will try to bring over their Ethereum Hex. Not tons, but some people will try to bring over their Ethereum Hex to the Pulsechain. When that happens, after the bridge window is open, then I think people are going to switch that over, and the price of PHEX or PulseHex is going to want to go up, right? Because you're basically going to be trading your EHEX for the PulseHex, which is going to be putting more EHEX in the liquidity pool, which is going to decrease the price in comparison to PHEX, right? So it may actually not make sense to bring it over right away, because we could see like an absolute jump in price for the Pulsechain Hex, and we could see a dip in the Ethereum Hex, right? So that could be a position, that could be a play right there. That could be a chance to either cash in on some early gains by moving that to a different asset quickly, and then when it corrects. But this is the thing, if, right? So there's just lots to consider. But if you're bringing everything over from Ethereum, you might not get a very good deal on it. You might actually be losing some of your money in comparison to like switching one Hex for Hex. You wouldn't be getting 1 for 1 necessarily. You might be getting like 3 for 1 or 2.5 for 1, right? And I don't know if you necessarily want to do that. I mean, for me, I'm not sure if it's worth it. I would probably not do it at that point. I'd just stick to Ethereum and I would just stake it out. So that's my thoughts on that. Let's keep going though. I had a coworker who told me about the Bitcoin back in 2010, but he was referring to using it on the dark web. Remember the whole Silk Road deal? Sort of. I was very out of the loop only into the last few years, so I'm still learning plenty. But yeah, Bitcoin 2010, to know about that, to know what it was going to do, would have been realized. Even to have 50 BTC, because it's just one block. Oh, would have been nice. Electronic is the same on the testnet as it is on ETH, isn't it? Let's go check right now. Can we do that? Actually, we'll check after. I'm going to hold on to that comment. But we're all 100% staked, right? Yes, exactly. Academiciated. Exactly. All right. Y'all watch the video and let us know if anything, man. Yeah, absolutely. And good evening, family. Good evening, Completion Fails. Thanks for checking out the stream. Gets you some gets you need some wrenches. I'm totally missing the context here. I'm so sorry. Someone educate me on the wrenches context, because I haven't heard that before. Cool. So PLS staking pays a lot more than PLS staking in the testnet. PLSX staking pays a lot more than PLS staking in the testnet. Do you think it will be like that in the mainnet too? That's a good question. So I was listening to a Twitter space. If you guys don't know who Walrus is, he is, I'm pretty sure, a pretty damn good developer, and he's had a good chunk of time allocated to helping make Pulsechain. And in his talk today, he was saying that Pulse probably will not pay as high as PulseX over time, which is interesting. And so this is kind of the next thing that I wanted to go into for a video, and I haven't been able to formulate my thoughts on it yet. I really want to go in and dive into what caused Ethereum to grow, like on the moments right before the run up for Ethereum. What news came out? What event happened? What were the triggers for those? And really compare that to what might happen for Pulsechain, because I think Pulsechain will see more consistent growth, where PulseX will, I guess it would too, but I think they're just both two different types of beasts, honestly. The yield is definitely going to be better for, I think, PulseX, but that's, I think, if you're just delegating. If you're delegating your PLS to a validator, the payout's not going to be quite as good, but you'll still be making passive income. And if you're lucky enough to have both, then more is just better, right? So I would definitely hold, if you have PLS, I would hold on to that, especially. And actually, this is something that I want to talk about real quick. When it comes to the what's it called? I just hold on to your comment again. I just completely lost my train of thought. PLS stake, do you think it'd be more like that in the mainnet too? Man, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, when it comes to pre-bridge, so when you're in that window, so I don't know if you guys know this already, but when it comes to the when mainnet launches, there's going to be about 24 to 48 hour window of absolutely no dollar value. The bridge isn't open, but the mainnet will be open. So this means that you could technically switch one coin or coins for other coins without value. You will be sheerly ratio trading. Okay, so the problem is you can get wrecked really quickly. The volatility is going to be astronomical. So you could make really bad trades, and you could lose a lot of the money that you had originally in these trades. So my advice, if you don't know 1000% what you're doing, and I fall into that category as well, I ain't touching that. I think it's a bad idea. I'm going to wait till it's all live. Once it's all live, I'll make any trades that I think is needed for mainnet. But don't do it unless you know 100% what you're doing, like 100%. Please, I've been hearing everything about the pre-bridge swapping, and just don't. I would say don't touch it. Here's another one here. Hey bro, can you please make a video to show us how to buy Pulse on launch, and like how to put USDC in MetaMask? Yeah, I could do that. Actually, you know what? Let me just write that down real quick. Where is my pen? Somewhere here. All right, so I'll do a future. I'll probably do some future videos, just some quick videos on how to put USDC in. Actually, here's a question for you again, Solomon. If you're asking this question, are you just asking how to import the token into into MetaMask, or how to actually get USDC period from somewhere else into MetaMask? If you clarify this for me, I'll write this down and I'll do it in a future video, and make sure that any questions that you guys have, I can answer. I'm just got a quick drink of water here. Right on. All right, let's keep going here. I need PLS. I missed the SAC, so I'm swapping for PHEX and SHIB. I need PLS as I missed the SAC, so I'm swapping for PHEX and SHIB. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying there. You're kind of confusing me. If you clarify that, I will I'll tell you my thoughts on that at least. Yes. Tin Top. So I know we were talking about the theory earlier of like how to play it, but the actual way to play it best is this. Just like if you're unsure, just hold hex. You get 4 tokens. You get EHEX, which is Ethereum hex. You get PHEX, which is PulseX, and you get Ethereum Hedron and P-Hedron if either from when you stake or if you're already staked. That's 4 tokens for the price of 1. And what are we at right now? We're at, like, what's the... What kind of discount are we sitting at right now? We're sitting at... So, guys, not only are we 71% off on Hex before it reaches back to its all-time highs, but you're also getting 3 other tokens for the price of 1. And Hedron is a wild card. We don't know what it could do. It could go bananas. It could be a little more chill, but I would say like and here's the other thing too. So this is something that's important for Pulsechain. Like if you are holding any other ERC for the launch of Pulsechain, you may want to think about putting that into Hex. Here's why. So there is no other founder or community that is as firmly fixated on going over to Pulsechain. Every other token is kind of a wild card in the sense where they could invalidate and say, no, we don't want our coins on Pulsechain, and invalidate the coins. So when you are thinking of making smart moves to bring over to Pulsechain, it makes the most sense to place your tokens in the one coin that there's already a community. The founder is already basically verified that they're not going to do anything to remove the coins. They're going to allow it obviously to come over, and money is going to flood in from that coin and from the community within that coin the fastest, meaning that your coins on that new network are likely to move up faster. So you will get more gains quicker, and you'll see it just seems like it's the best possible place to put your money. And I mean, I haven't gone down into the rabbit hole about USDC. I really don't know how that's going to work yet. I've heard some stuff on it today. I was doing a little bit of thinking, but I want to do a little more research before going to the USDC side. For now, I'm going to say my opinion is Hex by far over any other ERC for the Pulsechain launch. Because here's the thing too, right? If you say you want Chainlink, say you want SHIB, say you want anything at all, if you hold a coin that is likely to go up the fastest on Pulsechain, that just means that you get to buy more coins of the coin you actually want at a higher or at a lower price, essentially, right? You're bringing your money over, you're growing it, and you're buying the stuff you actually want back, right? With a bigger bag. So just think about Hex as a potential best case scenario for the Pulsechain launch. Because I think, yeah, you hit it nail on the head, Tin Top. Well said. All right, let's keep going here. I'm going to quickly touch on this here. Brazology says, what do you think about holding USDC and then using the PUSD to buy up assets on Pulsechain before Circle invalidates those coins? The fact that if there's a risk of being invalidated, I mean, how much of a risk do you want to... Like, I mean, the thing is, if you put some money that could have been in Hex and before you can get to it, it gets invalidated, you just lost potential... capital that you could have actually used, and to me it's just not worth it. Right, like here's the thing, PUSDC can't go up in like, I mean, okay, maybe, I mean, there's a chance, I guess it could, because it's less pegged, or it might have a harder time holding its peg once it's on the Pulsechain network, I guess. Maybe, but still, it just doesn't seem worth it. It just seems like the smartest play is to hold Hex. So let's keep going here. If I already locked in the 10x on Hedron for my stakes, does that carry over to the Pulse side? Oh yeah, you got 10x for the whole time you're staked. And guys, hey, check this out. If you haven't staked already, so let's go to Hedron for a second because I want to show you guys something. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but we're gonna go here and let's go to where is it? We're gonna go to the documentation. So, oh no, hold on, that's a little too intense. So, no, that's also the wrong one. Where is it? Is it white paper? I think it's white paper. All right. So now that we're here, check this out. I'm going to read a sentence to you guys. So hold on. Come here. Come here. It's not highlighting. Okay. I hope you can see my mouse here. So we're going to read from using the same sample in the section titled 1 minting. A hex stake with 100 B shares has allowed serve 500. Actually, skip this. Look at the equation. So if you have 555,500 Hedron, that equals to 100 B shares multiplied the, actually, hold on. I got the wrong equation here. I got the wrong equation. Sorry, guys. Where is it? Where, oh, where, oh, where? Basically, what I'm trying to get at here, which I can't find anymore, is that if you mint Hedron with a bonus, which is, I think, down here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so check this out. So when you have a bonus, so this 10's the bonus here. When you have a bonus, which right now is thinking around the 7 or the 6. So this is how it works. It is your base Hedron that you get, right? So the amount that you would get per day based on your B shares, which is basically 1,000 times whatever the T shares you have. And this is the amount that you would normally get per day. It is plus 5 that base rate multiplied by 10 or whatever the multiplier is. So really, if it's a 10x multiplier, it's actually an 11x. And now today, if it's, what is it? 6x. It's a 6x multiplier. It's still a 7x multiplier. You're still getting 7 times more Hedron than you would have if you hadn't actually, if it was all over. It's crazy. So it's pretty damn sweet. Guys, hit the likes. If you're digging the stream, smash the like. If you like the videos that I've been posting as well as the streams, I'd love for you to subscribe. Let's go back to Testnet here. All right, cool. Let's go back over here. All right. Will Smith, let me just, Will Smith those likes. All right, guys, I'm going to take a moment here because I've been rambling. I'm just going to catch up in the chat real quick. And Will Smith those likes, guys. Nice gentle fingertip. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to read these as we go. Focus copy of Ethereum. System state is above, so below. Biblical. Oh, we're getting deep, man. As above, so below. Oh, man. We want to go there this stream? We could take that there. That's funny. Take that like button, toss it. Oh, man. Yeah, he's never going to live that down. He's just immortalized himself as a meme now. It was probably staged anyways. I think it was staged by far, but, you know. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, the moderators. Oh, wow. Okay, it took me long. Okay, now I know what the wrench means. Yeah, I mean, hey, I need some moderators. I would could definitely put some moderators in the chat here. I don't know how many I'm supposed to have, but you guys are all here in my first 3 streams, and I recognize a lot of you. So if you all are wanting to be a... Actually, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to do it, and then I'll review all this, and I'll send you... Let me figure out how to do it, because I don't want to do it on the stream and make you guys watch me how to figure out how to do moderators, because that seems like it's going to take a minute. But the moderators get the blue wrenches. I'll definitely be doing that, though. Well, my wrench always turned blue when trolls were... Yeah. Might have to give you that wrench, Brazology. Probably going to have to give you that wrench. Which is the gas token? PLS or PLSX? That would be PLS that you're going to be paying all gas fees with. And I guess I have to... I guess I'm gonna just make that guy wait. He's gonna take a timeout. Yeah, I need get some wrenches going here, guys. I'll do that for the next stream. So, and guys, if I'm losing track of everyone who's been here, who has been here for a little while, and who's just tuning in. So thank you again for coming. Tice, Hodgins, love that debate. Richard killed it. Did he ever? It was just nuts. It was just insane. Let's see here. What is your advice to sell any portion early for profit if gains are 50 to 100x or over? Is it a good or bad idea? Okay, first, think of you have to pick which token we're talking about here, because every token has a different situation for how or why you would either sell it or how you would extract value from it, right? So ideally, because a lot of the assets we're talking about, like Hex on 2 chains, Pulsechain and PulseX, they're likely to go up in value over a long period of time. So why, if you have alternative ways to extract value out of them without selling down your golden gooses, why would you sell them, right? So my thoughts on that, I don't want to give advice. I want to give thoughts that you can think about and weigh for yourself and see if they make sense. So my thoughts on this were, if we're talking about Hex, Pulse, and PulseX, right? If you have Pulse, find ways to make passive income with that, or just you leverage that to make additional funds that you could then sell down, right? Which you could do delegating. And if and only if you know what impermanent loss is and you understand how to mitigate that or how to avoid that or wait it out, then you could farm and you could place your PLS tokens in liquidity pools, right? But that's only if you really get it and you only know what you're doing. If you have PLSX, then you could just go to the testnet like we have here, and you could go into the pool. I'll just connect the wallet real quick. Boom. Holy crap. This is the biggest MetaMask in the world. And then we go in here, and then boom, look. You've got, this is from yesterday, right? Imagine this is real. Then you've got, it doesn't matter what the price is, but you're earning the PRT here, and this will add up over time. And you have two options, right? One, if you can float yourself for a little while, right? If you can float yourself for a little while without having to extract these tokens, you can continuously funnel them in, because some pools might have this limit here, right? But some may not. And this may be a permanent thing as well. But either way, you can either put this into other accounts within one wallet in order to make new PLSX stakes. Or what you can do is you can let this build up and you can just sell it for profit later, right? So the last thing you want to do, if you can always help it, is sell down your golden goose, because that's what's keeping all your gains coming in at the rate they're coming in, right? So Solomon, I'm not sure what you're asking. USDC, please. I don't think I know exactly what you're asking. I know you asked a question earlier, but I got to keep going here in the chat. So if you clarify your question, I might be able to answer it. And I appreciate you saying that. Swapping PX and SHIB for PLS tokens. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, if that's your strategy, that makes the most sense to you. That could be a good idea. I know SHIB's definitely been targeted by a lot of content creators to actually get Pulsechain on their radar. So that actually might be a strategy if that's what you want to do to get Pulsechain, especially the PHEX side. I think PHEX will probably go up the fastest of it, anything. So let's go down here. Do you get your P Hedron on Pulse if you've only claimed it and not minted it? So think of it like this. Whatever you've done in Hedron, if you've claimed your tokens or claimed your bonus on Ethereum, that bonus will be claimed on Pulse. Simple as that. And then you can mint it whenever you like. You could even mint one at a time, right? You could mint one. You could mint one a year from now, and you can mint another 2 years from now. Doesn't matter. But you claim that bonus whenever you like, and it will come over to the other chain. What's up, Jake? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to the stream. It's good calling EHEX being the most liquid from the get. Agreed. I think that is the way to go. And let's see here. Let's keep going. Andy, apparently a 2019 Hex OG. That's amazing, man. I hope you've done really, really well. I hope you did, because if you got in then, you probably got some gains, and I'm very happy for you. It's amazing. Steak Hex thanks me later. I love the name. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Richard said in his debate today, Pulsechain will be out in less than a month. Right. So He said that, and he said the context of what he was talking about was beating ETH 2.0 to market, right? He said Pulsechain should be out in a month or less than a month, right? And then he followed that up by saying it should beat ETH 2.0. And so he's saying if it, and then he also went on to say if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. So what that means to me is the trajectory is for a month, but software is unpredictable, and therefore we're aiming for this month if everything goes right. However, if something comes up, it might take a little longer still. That was kind of the gist of what I got from that. And I really don't like putting too much of a, what's it called? I don't want to put too much of an emphasis on the month, because as we've seen, it's gone a lot longer than 2 months, right? From the first time we heard 2 months. So keep it nice and simple there. Just keep everything very non-hyperbolic or hopeful, unfortunately. What do you think is the best token to receive as a reward for staking PLSX? Man, that's a tough question, and I don't think I can answer that because the prices of all the tokens are not live on the mainnet, and I mean, I don't know what our options are. We'll just have to kind of wait and see for that one. I'm not going to make any prejudgments just yet. Yeah, Jake, I think you're right. I've definitely heard that DAI can't be blacklisted. I will look into that too. I think I've heard that from a few different people, actually. So that might be an interesting play to look into. Yeah, Andy's a whale. We got a whale in the chat. Let's see. All right, here's one. So you need to put up a video giving step-by-step to buy Hex and Pulse. Very difficult to do. Well, the reason it's so difficult to do right now is because you can't buy it, because mainnet is not actually live. So when it goes live, you'll be able to do it, and I will put up a lot more videos on all of that. But if you haven't seen my last video, I mean, I can definitely show you how to bridge things over, but my last video goes through 4 different steps that you need to be ready for or use to be ready for Pulsechain launch. Now, highly recommend going through that, just because I don't want to take another hour and a half to go through everything that I've already recorded. So we'll do a little bit here and there, but I would definitely recommend going back and doing that. Let's see. What happens if all the EHEX move to Pulse? Wouldn't all the hex be locked in the bridge and exist in EHEX in Pulse? First off, I mean, well, I'll answer the second part of the question first, just so I don't, yeah. Wouldn't all the hex be locked? Okay, yes, it technically would, but no. All the EHEX can't. I mean, the OA is not going to bridge all its Ethereum over. That's between the PulseX sacrifice wallet and the OA, plus you've got Godwhale, who staked $200 million in ETH for 15 years a couple months back. EHEX ain't going anywhere. That's not going to happen. All right. Oh, hold on. I got this backwards here. Tucker cheek them likes. Wait, it's Chris Rock. Mario should be at least 75% of your chat. Yep. So how do I do this here? You guys want to help me? I don't know how to do do I have to do this from YouTube, or do I have to do it 3 dots next to our name? Click that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to go into, let's do, all right, hold on. So I'm going to make, all right, I'm just going to start adding some mods here for all of you guys that I know have been in here and are dope. You've been coming to these streams regularly. I'm going to make, got you, let's see, who else has been in here? Tin Top, where'd Tin Top go? I don't know if he's still in here. All right, hold on here, guys. I'm just going to quickly go through and add a few mods. I'm going to take too much time. All right. Cool. Okay, I'm going to catch up on the chats real quick here. Okay, I found some mods. Yo, welcome to the stream, Easy. Thanks for checking it out. Smash the likes, mates. I call it friggin' permanent loss. Yeah, exactly. Oh, favorite Prosciutto solo? Oh, man. That's tough. I think it's the Best of Times is probably my favorite Petrucci solo. Best of Times, or I actually like Glasgow Kiss, the whole from Suspended Animation. That was probably my favorite album, but Best of Times is my favorite solo. It's just so melodic. Oh, just so good. Let's keep going. I definitely can't play that anymore. I don't know it. Thank you. We'll take your thoughts. Let's see. Nominate. It's now for now for a wrench. Yeah, I'll give it. Okay, it's now for now. Okay, yeah. If you've got a hex logo, I'll probably give you a mod here. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on. It's now. Let's go. Oh, it's your first one? All right. You're now moderator. Let's go. All right, sweet. Okay. I got some wrenches going on in here. Hex Huddle, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for coming. We got 83 people in here. Holy moly. How many likes we got? We got 73? All right. I wonder, hey guys, let's try and get to 80 likes. We need 7 likes, get to 80. All right. Let's go down a little further. Oh man, dude, if Hex is is a reward token to receive as a reward for staking PulseX, I will live and die in that pool. Well, most of my PLSX will. That'll be my favorite. What's up, Flat Earth Underground? Welcome back. Mods are the best. Oh yeah, we need good mods here. Don't ban everyone, Brizology. Oh man. All right, here, let's keep going. Just make sure I'm caught up. Emperor's got the first. Sweet. Yo, all right. Okay. You know what? Okay, so now that I'm all caught up, let me ask you guys a question. Of the, how do I word this? Actually, you know what? Let's just go through, let's talk about impermanent loss. For everyone that's in here, let's talk about these staking pools real quick, because this is a really important piece of the PulseX puzzle. And I think we all need to understand, for those of you who don't know what liquidity farming is or how to use these farms, these essentially are like, you have two cups essentially. One cup has token A and one cup has token B. And anytime you put tokens in, anytime you want to take tokens out of token A, of the side of token A, you have to put tokens into token B. Okay, so when you're doing this, you basically have ratios, right? And the ratios determine price. So this might get a little technical. So if you don't understand completely, that's okay. What that does mean is don't participate in farms until you understand this. So each side of the pool is a variable, right? The equation that helps calculate the ratios together after the pool is created is called X times Y is equal to K. K is the constant, right? So if you have 10,000 tokens on one side and 10,000 tokens on the other side of the pool, you're going to get, 10 million? I think it is. Let me just check here. I think it's 10 million. Or 10, I think so anyways. 10,000 times 10,000 go to 100 million. So the constant is 100 million, right? So if we go, so let's say you drop one token in the inside A. Okay, so now you have 10,000 and 1 tokens in, oh, that's 100,000. 10,000. Actually, you know what? If I can do this. I can't. So if you have, so side A, you drop 1 token in, right? 10,001. So you divide 100 million by 10,001, and now you would have on the one side 99999, right? But if you take 50 out, watch this. So if you remove, let's see, let's go to 9950 on one side. So you go 100 million divided by 9950, you get 1050. 0.25. It's not equal. You see how that works? It's not exactly perfect math. So, and I know that I don't have this up on screen here, so I hope you guys are understanding this, but the way the ratios work is not, it's based on the constant holding the ratios together. So it's never like you put one in and you get, you put one on one side and one perfectly comes out. Sometimes it's fraction, right? It's just based on how the constant, basically because you have to divide the one side by the constant to get the other side's ratio number. Okay, so now that you understand that, I hope, once that happens, when you're in a farm, this thing called impermanent loss, and I'm going to try and explain it as best I can, as simply as I can. It's called impermanent loss because it's not permanent, right? But what happens is if you place Pulse and PulseX in this pool here, and at another exchange, and the price of one of these assets pumps, right? That means technically the ratio will get out of whack because the ratio is also due to price, right? Or is held because of price, right? They affect the ratio as well. So as one climbs up, even though the ratio hasn't moved, that's going to affect the overall ratio to the number of coins. And one side, basically, you are going to miss out on some coins if you were to pull out your coins there. That would be the loss. You would lose some tokens due to that ratio getting out of whack. And if you pull out your tokens then, you would get wrecked. You'd lose a lot of money. But it's called impermanent loss because if you don't pull out your tokens then and you wait until the prices have stopped pumping and things have settled, you can mitigate that. But the problem is everyone gets wrecked. I haven't done it because I'm not going to do it, but everyone can get wrecked by doing something like that. So am I making sense? I'm just going to catch up real quick, real quick, and make sure everyone's doing good. Real quick, Navin, thanks for coming to the stream. Easy answer, yes, absolutely. If you have 1,000 hex stake, you'll get the P hex on Pulsechain. You'll already have your 1,000 hex stake on Ethereum. Let's see. Yeah, agreed. Everyone's been here chilling, helping out. It's been great. We got 80 viewers, man. This is so cool that you guys are hanging out with me like this. I'm really loving doing this. It was stablecoin. Let's see here. Okay, I'll answer this question. So a lot of you are probably going to know this is a little bit more straightforward question, but still, nonetheless, how do you stake PulseX and get the incentive token? Is that the yield farming? So yes, when you are here in PulseX, if you're farming with these farms, see this ink here, this INC. This is the amount of incentive token that you've earned, and because I've put 3 pennies in, I haven't earned anything yet. So how you would do that is you would go to liquidity, you'd add liquidity, you'd select whatever currency you want, and then like the other one, and you'd place it in here. And then what you would do after that is you go to the farms and you place those LP tokens in the pool to earn the incentive token. That's the only way you can do that with PulseX. But the problem is you can't do it with just PulseX. You actually have to do it with 2 tokens. So you have to PulseX and something else in order to actually stake, which is why personally, and this is just my train of thought, this doesn't mean it is better or is worse, but I think that it makes more sense from my viewpoint to not have the risks of impermanent loss. I mean, in the case I'm talking about as well of impermanent loss, that only would happen if you're leaving it in for short periods of time. The way that I personally am going to be holding and handling my PulseX is to go to PulseX, go to the pool, and just leave it in there and just collect and harvest the PRT, either restake it or create new accounts and restake it. It's just going to stay. I'm not going to move it, right? So why would I want 2 assets? Why would I want to go get a second asset if I don't already have it to stake it with this and maybe sell down my PLSX when I could just stake and go all in on my PLSX and make extra money, right? Which could just fatten the amount of returns that I get per day as well. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But to answer your question, yes, that is yield farming. Now, let's see here. Good question from Jake. Is PulseX going to have ETH, an ETH chain layout? Might not be a bad idea. Bridge Pulse to ETH, provide liquidity, so there's a way to onboard. Yeah, there should be. So like when we go to the Pulsechain bridge, like if we're on the Rinkeby testnet, right? Let's switch back over here. Switch network. Oh, no, I want to cancel. Sorry about the big old MetaMask, guys. Once we're here, like we can have PHEX or PPulse, right? You could literally have it swapped on the Rinkeby side. So you can already bridge this. This is already in my wallet. So it's gonna look like this. You could create a pool in Uni. So like Jake was just saying, you could place this in a pool and basically go get yourself all set up for Pulsechain. So you could actually have the pool almost ready to go on the Ethereum side to make some money if you know what yield farming is and you know what impermanent loss is, you know 100% what you're doing, and you're not risking, and you are not a noob, and you're not gonna get wrecked. Cool, let's keep going here. Divergent loss. All right, let's keep going. Bufo the Beast. Hey, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here yet so far. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Derek, should probably just stake PLS and sell the party token for more PLSX. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Derek. It makes the most sense to me. I don't think there's any other strategy for PulseX, especially Kate. If you guys haven't seen my video on the PulseX buy and burn and specs on price, go watch the video. That video is going to show you why you want to hold PulseX and don't sell it. It's crazy. It's nuts. Pulse token doesn't even have the same tokenomics or pumpamentals as Richard invented at all. PulseX is very unique. And I think that there's a way to utilize all three if you have them. If you only have two, you can still make incredible gains with all of them. And one might play into the other in the future, right? There's probably a trifecta way to utilize all of those tokens together. When you say the airdrop coins have no value. Okay, so the airdrop coins will have no value. Part of that is for tax purposes because you're not being sold anything. They're coming in at zero value, so you only get taxed on gains, I believe, capital gains, not for the trade or not for the purchase of them. And secondarily, because there's no bridge to Ethereum or any other chain where actual fiat value is attached to a coin, the coins will only have ratios that they can be traded at. So they'll have no technical value. They'll have ratio value, but they won't have actually, what's it called? They won't have actual dollar value until when we're at this bridge right here. And once you move something from Rinkeby over to Pulsechain that has value, once you do that, then a dollar value will be attached when it comes over. And now that I'm actually thinking about that, we might even see that happen once the first, because I'm gonna hold on my train of thought there, because when it comes over as, let's say you have ETH coming over, right? That's gonna be coming over as ETH, right? Ethereum ETH, and like Ethereum wrapped ETH. And so that might not have any value yet, but the first time there's a trade that happens on that, that's gonna give that token a value. And if there are other tokens that have been traded, because more than likely people are going to try and trade on the ratios, then any tokens, like let's say it's for HEX, right? Someone trades ETH for PulseHEX or ETH for PulseHEX. Any other HEX in any pools and any other pools that have any other tokens attached to them are also going to be affected by that dollar value being attached to HEX, right? Because once HEX has a price, then it can be figured out what the other price of all the other coins that are in pools attached to them, and it's an outward expansion of all the tokens. You know, easy. You're too kind. You're too kind, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Pulse and PulseX going to change lives. It's going to be insane. I don't want to give too much hopium, but it is true. I think we're very, very, very lucky, and we should be incredibly thankful that we found both Richard, the ecosystem, and the community that we have together. It's so cool that, like, yes, the gains are going to be amazing, and for some of us, maybe they already have been if you've been in HEX for a while, but it's so cool to have people that are all like-minded, wanting to come together, just figure this out, and try and understand how to, you know, bring everyone else up to speed. So cool. All right, Jake. Well, peace. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for coming. I'm sure we'll see you very, very soon. All right, let's keep going here. So if you have 100 million tokens of PulseX, that means I would need 10 wallets, 10 million tokens to stake. Doesn't mean 10 wallets. Okay, let me show you something here. Because check this out. Connect wallet. Oh, the price of Pulse just pump or PulseX. Ooh. Cool. Okay, so oh yeah, it did. Look at that. We're at $17,000 for 10 million. Crazy. So all you have to do, you don't have to, and I don't think you're actually going to be able to see this. Hold on. Let me just switch my screen around here, because I don't think you guys are going to be able to see if I do this. Let's go back to window, Chrome tab, no, window, touch screen. Let's share. Okay. Oh, I should have just done that from the beginning. Cool. Sorry, guys. I'm learning. All right. So if we're in here, all you'd have to do, you click this, you go to your little top right here, and you can press create account, and you can add, as I don't know if there's a limit. I don't think there is, but you can add a number of different, in quotations, wallets, which is within, it's basically more accounts within one wallet, right? And if you wanted to get super secure with it, you could attach a ledger to each one of these. Okay, so this is how you would get around the staking. And it literally takes, like, you click it and it comes up. That's all, right? It's super, super easy to do. It takes like no time. And that's all you got to do. It's super simple. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys are all saying the same thing. You don't pay tax on something with a zero value. Exactly. So yeah, yield farming itself. I'm gonna go back to the other tab here just so it looks a little cleaner. Let's go window, Chrome tab, PulseX, go there, and so the term yield farming, yeah, exactly. So you're basically farming yield because you're earning interest when you are staking your, oh my God. Okay, well, that didn't know what happened there. Holy, everything's freaking out my computer. Sorry, guys. Yeah, when you're yield farming, essentially by having two halves of the pool and placing your coins in liquidity, you're going to earn yield. The token that you get out of here, the LP token, is essentially worth the tokens you put in plus interest. That's your yield, right? Interest is your yield. Can you explain what does harvest and compounding mean? Yes. Okay, let's go to that right now. So if we're in here right now, compounding has been taken out, but I will still be able to show you. We'll go into here. So harvest is simply going to just allow you to take any of your rewards and move them into your wallet. As simple as that. That's all it's going to do. Now there's a strategy. So if you, let's say in this situation, there is a limit and you aren't at that limit yet, but you would like to be. What you can do, instead of doing harvest and then go and switch and then add, you could, or let's say you wanted to take everything out all at once and move this all to another wallet, or you wanted to end the whole stake and move it somewhere else. What you can actually do instead of just clicking harvest is press the little negative sign there, go max, and then go confirm and get the world's biggest MetaMask. And then boom, confirm. And then what this is going to do is this is going to pull out not only my staked PLSX, but my my reward token. Okay. So once that goes through, let's just check. And you see it here. Boom. There we go. We got all the PulseX in there and all the PRT. So then what you would do is you would go into here, stake, click max or 75, 50, or 25%, whatever you want to do, and you confirm. Now, It's as simple as that. But what compound means is when that button is reactivated, this what's it called? The limit can't be on there, because if you're compounding into the limit, it's gonna cut you off. But if there's a compound button without this limit, what that's gonna do is automatically move the PRT, or the reward token, from here all the way over to your PLSX. And I believe this is what it is, at least anyways. And if this changes, I will update my view on this all. But I believe it's just like converting or purchasing. Actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, the compound button, it was removed for a reason, actually. So I wonder if that was why. So let me look into that, because since it's gone, it's been hard to figure out exactly what's going on there. But it should be something to do with removing it from the harvest and putting it back into PLSX. All right, let's go. Let's keep going here. Everyone's selling PRT. Looks like the price of PRT has the amount you can get through staking. Okay, so this is a great question, YNJ, because if you are selling PRT, that's assuming that PRT is an actual token. Now, PRT is a Pulse reward token placeholder for third-party tokens, right? Most likely, the only place that you can get, and the only reason you would hold or buy or use any reward token, goes beyond just the pool for staking PulseX. So if any reward token is in there, yeah, sure, you're always going to see people selling that specific token. But some people also might not, right? Not everyone's going to want to do that. Some people, I think a lot of people will, but I don't think we're going to get the majority of any specific token amount. And I think that we're not going to do as much damage to the price, to say damage, to the price as, you might be thinking with this comment here. Right. So just to be clear, though, the PRT token is a Pulse reward token. It's a placeholder. And that's all it is right now. We don't know what the third-party reward token is going to be until Pulsechain launches. Dr. Bong Juice. Bong Juice? Nice. I've been excited for PulseX, more excited for PulseX than Pulse. Way too many opportunities with PulseX. It's crazy. I know. I'm on the same page as you. I love Pulse. I think long-term, Pulse is going to be an absolute monster. But I do think that PulseX will outperform it in the short term. That's what I think. Unless something drastic changes between now and Pulsechain mainnet, then that's my personal prediction. But I'm not putting a number attached to it, so don't ask me. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Roger, exactly. The library might be a little bit of an overstatement, but we might see a handful of pools at a time with different limits or lack of limits or whatnot. Okay. Navin, thanks for coming to the stream. Can swap PHEX for Pulse, and if when can I do it? You will have to do that because, well, PHEX, I see what you're saying. When Pulsechain goes live, when the main net is on, you can do it, and I do not recommend you switching before the bridge. If you switch before the bridge, you are going to probably lose out on, you're going to make a bad trade, almost guaranteed. All right. Keep going here. Hide this comment. All right, yeah, Navin, I got your question. Oh, did he really just do that? Okay, well, I'm gonna check that after the stream. Jonathan Rodriguez, thanks for coming to the stream. Where are we at for likes here, by the way? 90 watching, we got 94 likes. Hey, if you guys haven't liked the stream yet, please like the stream. It'd be awesome to get us up to 100 likes. That would be amazing. I don't think I've ever had 100 likes on stream before. And it'd be cool if we could all do that together. So let's smash the like button if you haven't already. All right, Tint Top, you're back. Buffo on the beat. So putting tokens in a pool of liquidity is one thing. Farming the LP token is an extra feature. Right, exactly. Yeah, yield farming is the, or yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, you've worded it perfectly there. Let's see here. Great show, man. Got to bounce. I got the bell. Hat tip to you for spreading the word of Hex, aka the money printer. Hey, man, thank you for coming. We're all doing our part here, and I'm sure I will see you very soon, my friend. Have a wonderful evening, morning, day, whatever time frame it is for you. I'll see you soon, buddy. Awesome. Can you rehypothecate your harvesting without unstaking and selling back into your wallet? Or does harvesting automatically do that for you? So when you're harvesting, it pulls it into your wallet. You don't have to unstake your entire claim. Like when I'm in here in PulseX's pool, I can just press harvest, go confirm, and then just confirm the transaction real quick. And then once that happens, my PulseX stays in the pool, and I'll just end up with more PRT in my wallet. And it's simple. You don't have to pull out your PulseX. It was just in a situation where you wanted to, if you needed to you wanted to harvest and you also wanted to remove your PulseX out of there, you would do the removal of PulseX, and it would take any PRT with it out instead of having to do two separate transactions. It's not like it's the end of the world, because the fees are so cheap on Pulsechain that, I mean, if you accidentally mess up, you're doing basically between 1/10,000th and 1/1000th of a PulseX, which will be like between 1/10,000th and a 1,000th probably around launch. So you do the math, you're not paying a whole lot no matter what. So it still sucks to spend your pulse, but that's kind of what I'm that's how you do that. Yeah. So let's keep going here. Hey, no problem, YNJ. Do I stake any hex? I have staked hex. I did. I actually did a really dumb hex stake in the beginning. I bought hex for my first time and definitely staked for like 3 years with a very small amount of hex, thinking it was a good idea. Rip. What do you plan to do with your PHEX that gets transferred over? So I'm still kind of on the fence exactly what I want to do with it. I'll tell you what, it ain't moving. Whatever's on Pulsechain that's there will never move. I am personally up in the air whether I want to move my Ethereum hex over or not. I think it'll take a while for me to do that because of the way the price will probably increase. I honestly plan on staking my Pulse hex for between, like, all my hex is going to get staked for very long. Once Pulsechain goes live and I have a strategy that I 100% am going to execute and go, once I see exactly how everything is playing out, I'm going to make sure that is my strategy. I'm going to make sure that I stake for quite a while. It just depends on either it's one chain or two chains. And by one chain, I mean it depends on if I want to stay on Pulsechain or if I want to split it between Ethereum and Pulsechain. So I'm not sure yet. There's no right answer there. I'm still kind of deliberating between the two. What are you doing? What are you planning on doing, Derek? I'd love to know. When is the best time to swap PulseX with Pulse? When the bridge is open or after the bridge? After the bridge. Don't swap before the bridge. If you have to ask this question, you don't understand the way trading will work before the bridge, and you will probably ruin. You'll get wrecked. You're going to make a bad trade, and you're going to really regret it very quickly. So don't do it. Just wait. Be patient. It'll be soon. It'll happen. It'll be 24 to 48 hours, and then it'll be wide open, and you'll be able to trade. But let the people who either know what they're doing do what they can do, or unfortunately for the people who are going to wreck themselves, let them get wrecked. Don't be one of those people, because if you're asking this question, you're like me and you don't understand it enough to know exactly how to mitigate all the risk involved. And I'd recommend everyone steer clear of it if you're asking yourself the same question as Blakey, which, by the way, Blakey, thanks for checking out the stream. I really appreciate it. Cool. We're all caught up. So what can we do here? We're about an hour and 25 minutes in. Does anyone have any final questions here? I'm thinking about wrapping the stream up in about 20 minutes or so. Because what time is it here? 5:30. I still got to work on tomorrow's video. I'm going to be doing, if you're in here, what I plan on doing is having daily videos throughout the week. And like today, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as Saturday and Sunday, I plan on streaming at around 4 p.m. So that'll be the regular schedule throughout the week in general. And guys, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't already, please smash the like button. We're at 102 likes. Whoo, man, you guys are amazing. I love it. Holy cow. All right. So if anyone's in here right now and you have any questions, I'll give you a chance to ask. We haven't really gone over much of the testnet, and what we could do, like we haven't talked about the bridge. Actually, you know what I should do for this stream? Let me just do something here. Where is it? Show more. What I'm going to do quickly here, guys, is so who in here has who hasn't played with the testnet yet? I want to know, is everyone comfortable on the testnet? Do you know how to navigate? Do you know how to bridge things over from Ethereum or from the Rinkeby testnet? Have you checked out the Pulse delegating website? What are your guys' thoughts? Like, I'd like to know what I can show you guys, because we could go around talking game theory and stuff all day, but I think what's also really relevant right now is making sure that you are very comfortable for the launch. And sure, game theory is one thing. You could have the best strategy in the entire world, but if you don't know how to work the actual tech behind it, you can't execute, and you might mess it up, or you might make the wrong move, or you might buy the wrong coin, because there's probably going to be a lot of scams in the beginning of Pulsechain, and there's probably going to be a lot of weird shenanigans that happens. So you really want to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing going into this. So if you want to learn something specific about the testnet and how to work something, drop in the comments and we'll go over it. And in the meantime, as we're getting some comments, I'm just going to catch up real quick. All right, let's see here. Richard Hart's first exchange he has listed. I don't know. I think I've heard rumors of crypto.com, but honestly, I don't have a clue. And like you said, they're flaky. He doesn't know if it's actually going to happen or not. So I mean, I'll believe it. Like him, I'll believe it when I see it. But I have heard that. That's all though. What is your comment to the other content creator that PulseX is better than Pulsechain? Absolutely not. Better is an interesting way to talk about coins. You know, like to say it's better is going to be subjective, because better is based on the way you define better. So I will say that in the early days of the ecosystem, PulseX's price will have more pressure placed on it by the way it was designed to move the price upward or to hedge against sellers in the early days and in the long term, right? Pulse just doesn't have that in general. It has the burn feature in it, but it won't burn, it won't buy and burn, and it won't burn at such a rapid rate as PulseX will. So, which is why I'm trying to work on a video it's difficult, because I don't want to paint Pulse in a bad light, because Pulse PLS is going to perform incredible. And I want to make sure that when I do frame Pulsechain, it has everything laid out like it should. I don't want to just put like, it's not as good as PulseX, because better isn't true. I think in near term, PulseX could see more volatile and higher price for better price performance in that respect. But Pulsechain or PLS token is more vital to the system, right? So which one's more necessary? Pulse is more necessary, right? PulseX is like kind of necessary for us users if we want to make extra money and vote on reward tokens or changes in the protocol. But really, other than that, it's not like it's needed on the chain. If it went away completely, like the chain would still function. But if Pulse token went away and there's still be gas fees, like we just couldn't do it, right? So if we make an exchange on PulseX, we still pay the transaction fees and whatever tokens we're exchanging, right? So it's not like we need PulseX to do exchanges. So better is a weird way to put it. They're both incredible innovations, and I can't wait to see how they perform is what I'll say. Let's keep going here. Found your channel the other day and it really is a gem. Amazing channel. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate that. It is so cool to see so many of you in here hanging out, chatting, talking game theory, and enjoying hanging out with me. And I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. I still can't believe it's been over 3 weeks and now we're all doing this. There's just many of us in here together, just hanging out. getting ready for the biggest airdrop and the biggest opportunity maybe we've ever seen, maybe we'll see in our lifetimes. Is pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. I saw that too. Or let's see, is it 109? 112. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, that's sick. That's so cool. All right. You go through the rest of these comments here. So what you say, after the bridge, you mean mainnet? Yeah, okay. So mainnet will launch. So Pulsechain will launch, and that's mainnet, but the bridge won't open for 24 to 48 hours. And the bridge is what brings the value over, right? So it's best to trade when there's value because it's not ratio trading and it's less volatile. It's still volatile because it's crypto, obviously, but it's less volatile, right? So after the bridge goes live, then you should trade. Let's keep going. I haven't played with a testnet yet. Man, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't played with a testnet, you got to go do it. You got to go get your hands and feet and stick them in the mud and move it around and see how it all works, right? You got to feel it. You got to get used to it. The more errors you can make now, the less you'll make when the mainnet goes live. So it's really, really, really important to understand as much about the testnet and how everything works in relation to strategies you want to implement or anything at all that you think you might utilize, really, right? So please, 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 if you haven't already, go play with the testnet. All you need is a MetaMask, which you can download an extension in your Chrome browser, right? Then you need to go to pulsechain.com and go to and type in the RPC, basically the network settings into your MetaMask, which will be, where is it? I know you guys can't see this. Very top where it'll say like Ethereum or whatever network you're on. You click that, add network, type everything in, and then you can go to app.plsx, where is it here? It's like app.v2b.testnet.pulsex.com, which I will take a second here before the end of the stream, and I will make sure that all the links for, actually, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second here, guys, and I'm just going to do this real quick because I want everyone to actually be able to check this out. And I'm going to go grab those links real quick. So if I'm gone for a sec, hold on, please. Let's go to details. Let's go to this. Boom. And we're going to go back. Go dashboard. Oh, hold on. Content. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I just want to make sure this is actually... Oh, interesting. I messed that up. Oops. Let's see here. Cool. Okay. Save. Boom. We should see the... I think we should see this all working now. Just make sure. Okay, hold on. Show more. Cool. Okay, guys. So in the description now, under links, I've left a link there for the Pulsechain bridge, which is this guy here. I've left a link for, actually, you guys can't see. Yeah, go in the description of this video. There's the Pulsechain bridge. There is the PulseX testnet. There is Pulsechain staking, which is the delegation and the validator website where you can stake your PLS. And there's also a test pulse faucet, so test PLS and a test ETH for Rinkeby faucet. That all you have to do is just copy your address and place it in the faucet, and it will spit out some Pulse or Ethereum to you. So I'm gonna come back real quick here and just check in with you guys. All right, a couple days. Yeah, exactly. About 24 or 48 hours is what we're thinking here before the bridge. So Flat Earth Underground, go to the description of this video, and there is a test pulse faucet where you can get 10 pulse per day as well, guys. This is a cool thing. So here's, if you haven't heard of this, actually, we're going to go and we're going to do this right now. So check this out. If you haven't been here yet, it's freepulse.io. Okay. And I wonder if this is going to, yeah, it's going to do this. So all you do here is you come to this website and you click I am human, and you click on the bike. You do the thingy, and what it will do is I got this number, which means I won 1 pulse. And what I would do is I would click withdraw, and I'd send that to my wallet, right? So you come here, it'll connect to your wallet, and it'll spit out. You can win up to 1.4 million, which is actually an increase, I believe. So you can get up to 1.4 million pulse from a single roll. You can also try to win more. Pretty cool stuff. And this is all free as well, right? So definitely check that out. Now let's go back here. There's 2 ways. There's the PulseNet, the Pulse Testnet faucet, and there is the what's it called? The free Pulse as well. All right, let's just read this comment real quick here. Matt Highgate, hey, welcome to the stream. B, thanks for the comment. Great point there with the bridging before main. Same goes with liquidity and not knowing about impermanent loss. I'm one of these people. Just stake and hold. Exactly. And up and to the right. That's all you got to do. If you don't know, don't try until you fully understand. And just to make you guys understand as well, I'm one of those people. I understand it, but I know I don't understand it enough to be confident to be able to get around when impermanent loss happens. I won't know how to tell 100% when the best time to pull is or pull out my liquidity is. And so therefore, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to stick to what I can understand, which is the PulseX and the HEX stuff. I don't have any Pulse. I might get some, but I don't have any. Unfortunately, I missed the sacrifice. So it is what it is. But yeah, stake and hold. That's the best way to run the show if you don't understand yield farming or running liquidity or anything like that, ratio trading. So yeah, this is a milestone, guys. We got 97 people in here as well. This is so cool. We got 97 people in here. We've got, it says at one point we had 97, and we have how many likes? 124. Holy crap. That's so cool. All right. Amazing. So actually, I'm gonna go to this one first here. Todd, I'll come back to yours. Please do a video on from start to finish how to navigate with do's and don'ts. I did a video actually this morning that you should see, and on my page it's called I think it's called 4 steps to what is it here? Too many videos. I'm forgetting my stuff already. Where is it here? 4 steps you need to know before Pulsechain launches. So let's just go here, and where is it? Share a link. I'll just paste this in the chat. So if anyone wants to see that video, this is the video. It's a 16-minute condensed version of what we could go over here. So definitely check that out. Please demonstrate how to delegate Pulse to validators. We can definitely do that. We can absolutely do that. Let me just, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go through, actually, you know what, let's stop and just do that. How far behind the comments am I getting here? That's okay. I want to answer these questions here. I think it's important. So let's go to the delegator site here, which I might have to Pulsechain. So I don't have any stakes at the moment. So when you come in here, there's 199 validators. 33 of these will only ever be in rotation at a time. These validators, see here where it says misdemeanors and felonies. Let's look for one where it has. Okay, so this guy here, 5 misdemeanors and 2 felonies. Misdemeanors are, from what I understand, they are essentially like the validator going offline or getting a slash for not being able to perform its share of the job, right? Not doing its proper job. And when it gets enough of these misdemeanors, it gets a felony, and it basically loses some of its revenue that it makes for a little while and has to basically earn its way back into making money. So when you're looking for validators, you will want to probably look for the safest bet to see validators that are in the top 33, right? And you'll see the revenue share here. You'll see that some of them are going to be 50, some are 100, some are 90, some are 69. You want to pick whatever one matches up best, but here's the caveat, because just because something says it's 100% revenue share doesn't mean you're going to be able to get it. Here's why. When you come in here and you go stake, you press the little plus button. If you press any number, doesn't matter, it will then show you what the number is of pulse you have to put in here at a minimum in order to stake, right? So this is 2.4 million in order to just get a stake going in here. So I don't have that much TPLS. I could probably if I switch my PLSX, but I don't want to do that. If we go to David Fetter, then we go here. What's he got? 2.5 million. So you can see how it's like, if you don't have a lot of pulse, this may actually not work for you. So what you might have to do is you might have to find someone who's on the fringe of the 33, right? Which I don't know how many are on this page. It doesn't show. But if we go to the bottom here, let's say this guy's 33, right? Click here. And see, we could actually stake all of this. So we could go 771,227. So we could actually stake this with this guy. And because he's got no misdemeanors, no felonies, he's got a great revenue share. And he's also in rotation. This is perfect. So this is what you're going to have to do in order to actually, and you know what, actually, we're going to do that because I want to find out exactly how much. I know this isn't going to be very, very realistic, but I just want to get a rough idea. You get 0.01% total share of the stake. You get paid. Yeah, okay, let's see. And if their earnings are at least one way, threshold can change over time depending on the total stake is valid to your given time. So your revenue share could go to 0 if you don't continue to meet this threshold. Interesting. Interesting. So I think that might mean if it goes up, but we'll see. Does that answer a bunch of the questions? All right, let's keep going here. That's an interesting point. I did not know that actually. If that's true, that does make actually a lot of sense because how would that exchange be able to actually get pulse if pulse is, you can't get Pulsechain in large quantities once mainnet goes live? That's really interesting, actually. Maybe it's Coinbase. Maybe. I think it's actually, if that is 100% true, then it seems likely. And yes. What's up, Fred? So when you say swap after, so when you say swap after the bridge, you mean do it at mainnet? Yeah, do it at mainnet once the bridge is working, meaning you can bridge from Ethereum to Pulsechain. Don't do it before then. It's a good question. I mean, just means more daily payout for us. I don't mind, honestly. Hey, because if PHEX goes to the moon, it just means faster gains on one side. And if you stake for longer, you're just going to see more of the gains. And when people emergency end stake, because those gains are going so high, you're just going to get paid out, right? You're going to get a lot of gains, plus the price appreciation. So it's going to be nuts. And then meanwhile, your stake on Ethereum is just getting all juiced up because you're getting such a high daily payout because everyone's getting snubbed on EHEX. So we'll see. I don't know. Pave Dave, welcome to the stream. I don't think I saw you in here earlier. Thanks for coming. I think it will be Binance Brazology. Coinbase doesn't give you options to withdraw into different ecosystems. But the problem is there's such a big issue with Binance and CoinMarketCap and HEX right now. There's literally a class action lawsuit going on right now. And so that would be so ironic if Binance was listing both PulseX and Pulsechain, even though they're in the middle of a lawsuit with another token from the same founder. I don't know. It's an interesting thought, but it doesn't make as much sense as, I mean, the Coinbase doesn't give you options to withdraw into different ecosystems. That's a good point. It just doesn't make as much sense overall, just with that lawsuit in my mind. But hey, you know what? I could be so wrong, and I'm not going to say I'm right in this aspect. So I'll leave that one at that. All right, guys, we are winding down. Let me just catch up on comments here. All right, let's see. All right, take care. We'll see you in the next one, YJ. I'm sure this was a little while ago. I'm a little behind here. Yeah, this was like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it's best to play with the dummy MetaMask. I mean, I've played like one other wallet I've used with MetaMask. My main one that has the balances that come through, just for testnet. But I mainly play with the dummy one. This is all the same protocol that you're going to be using in mainnet, so it should be safe to use with your regular MetaMask, especially if you want to use actual token balances and you did sacrifice. You're going to want to do that. What's up, Fred? Can you also just make sure that when you're asking me questions, like I will get your questions. You don't need to spam me or put a bunch of like 2 or 3 different questions in there. I'll see it and I'll answer it when you can. And Dr. Ansid or Drancid? Dr. Ansid. Here you go. Not sure what you're saying, but thanks for coming to the stream. Yeah, the PRT token though is a Pulse. It's a reward token placeholder. We don't know what it's going to be replaced by third-party tokens that are going to be reward tokens. I heard there'll be a DAO that people can vote on, and people can vote for different tokens to be rewarded for staking PLSX in the pool and projects doing coins. Yes, that's 100% right. So in the DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, runs by itself, runs decentralized, there's a voting system within it, and those who hold the coins get to vote in these decentralized organization, right? And when you when they run the campaign for, or however you want to word it, for the reward token, you will be able to vote when you have PLSX, right? And there'll be different tokens that'll come in or that can be reward tokens. You'll vote on them, and those can be different pools. They might have different limits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, here. EOX Gaming, thank you for coming by. Appreciate you checking out the stream. Is the balance in MetaMask from sacrifice phase the actual balance, or is it all just beta pulse? Because I was supposed to have 6.5 mil PLSX, and I see 3 mil in my account. First off, don't. I'm gonna hide this comment. Don't put your balance in the stream. You never know who's watching in the future. Just to be careful. I know you don't have like your name or anything attached to it, but you never know, man. There's so many scammers out there. But what I will say is that you're not going to have the same, whatever balance is in your wallet now is not going to be the same that you'll get at mainnet. It's a little bit out of whack. So you will see it getting fixed. All right. This is a good question, actually. No, anything that happens on testnet stays on testnet. Think about testnet is like Vegas. Okay. That's all. When mainnet goes live, you will have a reset, and you will have all your coins reset properly. You won't have anything that you've done on testnet carrying over. Stake it up. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see here. All right, hold on. We got some. Let's see. All right, you're gone. All right, you Bridget from ETH. Let's keep going here, guys. I'm gonna catch up on the comments real quick, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream. We're coming up on almost 2 hours here. Hey, no problem. What's up, Fred? No problem at all. Let's see here. I appreciate that, Rankford. Thanks for coming by and checking it out. I really appreciate that. And also, which one of your vids can I watch to learn how to attain PLSX? So to attain it, I actually haven't made a video on the best way to attain it yet. I think I will do a video on that soon. The problem with that is trying to put together all the different strategies, because there is only so many, and it depends on how rare PulseX is out of the gate. I think I have. Is there one that I have? No, I don't. I'm going to make a video soon on that, but I will prime you with this. The most likely way to attain PLSX is just from buying it on PulseX, but it depends on how you. It's not so much how you buy it; it's what you buy it with, and the best way to get the most if that's what you want to get. So if PLSX is the one thing you want to focus on, you don't really care so much about HEX, you don't really care so much about PLS or any other the PRC20 tokens that come over, then you will probably want to find the Ethereum token that is going to have the most value on Pulsechain and go up in value the fastest once Pulsechain goes live. So that way, any PLSX that does come on the market, you'll be able to gobble that up. Plus, you'll have the gains that you've got from that Ethereum token, and you'll be able to buy the PLSX with the bigger bag, right, than you would have originally had you just put another token in that maybe just comes up at equal, right? So food for thought, but I will definitely do that in a future video here. All right. Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually know that Crypto.com had a partnership with Binance. I'm a little bit out of the loop on that one, apparently. So, I mean, hey, you never know, though. I think that's a good point, though. They may not like CZ. It's true. I mean, I honestly love it. Let's see CZ kind of go away. I'm not a big fan of that guy. Yeah, this guy's Roger Moses. Never tell people what you got in your bag. Ever, ever, ever. It's not something you want to do. Scammers are everywhere. You don't know who's lurking in chat. You don't know what people are able to do with tech and find out anything about you, like, or if you show anything on screen, like, just especially saying something. So don't do that, guys. Please, please, please. Hey, I really appreciate this. I didn't see your name in here before, so thank you so much for watching the stream. I'm impressed with the streams for someone so new. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've definitely been putting a lot of work into understanding this all and trying to figure out what the best way to play all this is, because there's just so much to learn. It's a never-ending black hole, and I actually really enjoy it, and especially being able to come on and talk about it with you guys. You guys have asked me so many questions that I've had to like really think about and make sure that I actually know the answer to and question what I'm saying, because that's the last thing I want to do is come on here and just like say I know it all, which I don't. And I will always try and be as honest and forthcoming with everything. If I don't know, I'll just tell you. Love what you're doing. Thanks for the videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Eric Eldmaker, for coming. All right, guys, we're winding down here. I'll just answer this one real quick. Amy, well, I got a copy of my USDC. Yes, however, they might invalidate the Pulse USDC. There's a chance. It's not for certain, but it is a risk that you have to take if you have USDC in your wallet at the time. So just know that. Let's see here. To test the networks and all scenarios for when mainnet comes out. There's so many strategies and potential growth the network wants to. Yeah, I think you guys are having a conversation in there. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh, this is awesome. All right, perfect. Yeah, see, this is what I'm hoping for, guys. And I really want you guys to understand that it's not. Yes, it seems like a big thing, and it's very difficult to do, especially if you've never really done anything quite like this before. But it's really important to understand that if you look for the information, like come to these streams. There's others who do it as well. Just practice on the testnet, and it will seem a lot less difficult in a very short period of time. And if you do it now, now's the time to jump in while you can't mess up. Now's the time to jump in when your actual money isn't at stake. So if you're going to do it now, it's perfect. And it's so easy. Come to these streams. You can do it alongside us all as we're doing the stream together. I have the links in this. Go just mess around. I mean, you don't have to download a wallet yet. Literally go and just download Testnet, or go to that Testnet site and just get used to the site itself. Just understand everything, click on stuff, and learn about how to get from here to there and all this. And then go and start hooking up to a wallet once you're more comfortable. I mean, there's so many different steps you can do, guys. So I'm so glad to hear that I'm giving you the courage to start yourself. I hope everyone else does the same as well. So, all right. EOX Gaming. Okay, you know what? This is the last question that I'm going to ask, or that I'm going to answer. And then, guys, we're going to shut down the stream. All right, here. So all in all, what's your end game strategy? You playing the long run off PRT, then to PLSX, or liquidity pairs? I ain't touching liquidity pairs because I have it. I have PulseX and HEX. I do have Hedron as well, but HEX and PulseX are my boys. I will be utilizing all the reward tokens for placing back into PLSX, as long as that is a viable strategy, and there's no reason why I wouldn't be able to do that. Then I will be using my PRT for PLSX. At a certain point, like my plan is to get myself to a point where my hex can be doing its thing. It's just building over time. I've got it staked out with the max bonus, and then PLSX will be slowly accumulating the reward token, and I'll be placing that back in PLSX. And once that happens, I want to get myself to a place where I can live, even in a 90% dip on PLSX or the value of whatever the income is that I'm making off the PLSX. I can live off of that money and have no worries. Now, that's the goal. It might not happen, it might, but that's how long I'm willing to hold that before I start putting maybe some of the reward token into Hex and start building my bag up on that side, or that bag up. So, and you know what? This might change. This is how I see, this is how I see things right now. But if new innovations come up from Richard Hart or anything like that, my strategy might change. If I learn new things, it might change. That's what I'm seeing right now, though. Just focused on building the bag of PLSX first, and then building up the bag of Hex even more in the future. All right, guys. That is going to be all for the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been, it's always a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I still can't believe we almost had like 100 people in here at one point. 100 beautiful people. And I'm so thankful for all you coming out. It's been crazy 3 weeks, and there's so much more to come. We're going to do cool things. We're going to have a lot of fun on these streams. I got some big plans for the future to make this space a lot of fun and a really great learning environment. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night. And there's going to be a video tomorrow morning, as well as on Thursday. There's going to be a video. And remember, every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 4 p.m. I will be live streaming, and maybe once in a while I'll do a little surprise stream as well. But that's going to be the schedule, and we're going for 5 days a week of videos during the day to get content out to you guys, so that way you guys can get just as confident and comfortable as the best of them and make great decisions for when mainnet launches, and make tons and tons and tons of dollar bills, tons of gains. So thanks guys so much. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you all. Peace.